So, Sheldon, you've been about 9 years in Kelowna. Tell us how you ended up in our beautiful city.
Well, I was living in Calgary, and I remember distinctly one May-long weekend, we had about 6 inches of snow, and my wife said, "We're moving."
Right.
She had just planted her garden, and I think I got my tent with our kids, and they said, "Okay, we're moving." So we started looking, and Kelowna was on the radar screen, and we moved out here about 9 years ago.
Did you ever visit Kelowna before, or was it just like throwing a dart at a map? Or
No, we had vacationed here. I'm sure, like a lot of Albertans and other people that have moved here, we had vacationed here and just fell in love with the valley, so
right.
kind of a no-brainer.
And did you start working as soon as you got here? Tell us a bit about what you do.
Yeah, I'm an entrepreneur, so I was never really afraid of finding an opportunity. So when I first moved here, I actually started volunteering, met a lot of people, and ended up starting work at Accelerate Okanagan, which is a tech incubator and tech accelerator, and just got to meet a lot of really wonderful people, which has also led to what I'm working on today.
So you're the leader or president or leader of the Do Some Good project. Tell us about that. What is that? How did you come up with the concept?
Yeah, I think my official title is the Chief Idea Officer. So we're a pretty informal group, and the Tech for Good platform, it's a Tech for Good platform, which includes an app, both mobile, both Android and an Apple app, and a desktop version. The platform helps to connect people to volunteer opportunities. People are looking for volunteer opportunities. They can go on our site and they can find opportunities. We recently launched features now that where you shop and who you do business with. Businesses will actually give a portion of their purchase, or you can get a portion of your purchase back to the charity of your choice. So we're trying to make it easier for people to do good at various levels, and then we've also got businesses involved and trying to really showcase also what. There's a lot of companies that do a lot of good, but nobody knows about it. And we're trying to help really connect people also to the good companies here in Kelowna.
So we go on the App Store, we look for Do Some Good app. And how did you come up with this idea?
I was actually looking for volunteer opportunities for my two kids, and I couldn't find any. I didn't find technology that was really resonating with me or my kids, and I thought, geez, we should do something about this. So I was, being in the tech industry, I thought we could build an app, and so that's where it started, and now it's grown into a few more features, but originally it started to try to help, try to get my kids involved in volunteering.
So are there particular needs that the city has, or do you try to steer people towards certain things, or is it just basically whatever I want to volunteer with, I'll see a list of things I can do and just pick one?
That's exactly right. We can't favorite any organization, so when users come into our product, they can choose their causes they're interested in, maybe skills, and it'll match you up with volunteer opportunities that suggest causes that you may be or opportunities you may be interested in based on your causes you're interested. So, here locally in Kelowna, I think we have close to 300 organizations on our platform. So, if you can't find a volunteer opportunity amongst one of those, then you're probably too picky.
Do you? I'm wondering if you track it, and if you could tell us, maybe just highlight 2 or 3 charities that are getting a lot of traffic, a lot of people signing up for, or that you can see a big need in our city.
I mean, there's a lot of wonderful causes, and I've learned, through building this, there's so many wonderful causes in our community. But, Mamas for Mamas would be an example. They've used our platform to not only recruit volunteers, but they use it to record their volunteers. So there's many, many organizations out there, but we do track it as well. People actually can log their volunteer hours on our platform, and we recently hit 1 million hours. We're not just in Kelowna; we're being used in a number of communities across Canada. So we recently hit 1 million hours of volunteerism, which we're pretty proud about, and so people can track their volunteerism as well. Students for high school or a lot of businesses are encouraging their employees to volunteer and be out in the community, and so we help multiple segments.
So you designed this app. How long ago did you create this?
It's Do Some Good. We used to be called Volinspire, so that was the name of the platform, I think 3.5 or 4 years ago. And we recently changed it to Do Some Good about a year ago because Volinspire was just purely about the volunteerism. But now people, if you're too busy to volunteer, you can benefit a cause just by where you shop. So that's our latest features that we launched here recently, and we're pretty excited about it because then anybody can actually help a cause just based on who you do business with. So we're excited about that.
So if you are a company that wants to get involved, what is the process for doing that?
So they either contact our office or we're trying to reach out. We're actually coming out with a free version of our product so that businesses can check it out and see if it's of interest to them. And we're definitely not pushy salespeople. So businesses can either contact. We're working with, we've got some partners here in Kelowna. The credit unions have been amazing. And all three of the local credit unions are working closely with us, and they're also we're getting close to them, helping us push it out to their businesses and help market it. And we're working with a couple of media companies here in town to also get the word out.
So tell us about Kelowna. Tell us why you love it, and were you surprised by anything when you decided to move here?
Do I love Kelowna? Absolutely. My wife and I and 2 kids absolutely love it here, and this is my last stop, after living in a few different places. I think we knew that the summers were amazing. We knew that the spring and falls were awesome. But what I didn't know is how amazing the ski hills, Big White and Silver Star. And so that kind of surprised us because coming from a place that had really good access to skiing, I had no idea the skiing was as good as it is here. So, what's not to love about Kelowna? So how can you, if you don't love it here, then I think you're going to have a hard time loving anywhere.
So did you just say you grew up in Saskatchewan? Tell us what was that like and how it compares to Kelowna.
Well, growing up in Saskatchewan was all. I grew up in a small town, and, you play sports and bike to school and walk to and from places. So it was awesome growing up, but a little too cold in the winter and way too many mosquitoes. So we don't miss the mosquitoes and we don't miss the cold winters, but great place to grow up.
What else can you tell us about your app? Like, do you have partners? Did you design this entire app yourself? Was it a long process?
Long process? Yes. Did I design it by myself? No. It was designed. We always say this app was built for the community and it's being built by a community. So we've had lots of input from students and businesses and, again, credit unions and we've gotten feedback from many different people. So we wanted to build something based on the feedback of what people wanted, and we can't please everybody, but we tried to generate this based on feedback from many people. And
is this your full-time thing?
Yes, it is. Yeah, this is my full-time job. We have a team, we have a staff. So I get to work with a very wonderful group of young, socially minded employees that really care about the mission that we're on. So it's a privilege to be able to work with these young business leaders that really care about what we're doing.
Is there anything you find frustrating or challenging about what you do?
I think I've read a few quotes that innovation, you have to have patience. Innovative products, innovative new ideas, it takes time. And when you're a driven entrepreneur, sometimes you don't have the patience that you should have. But so I think that's the only thing is it takes longer to build good technology products than people think it does, and that sometimes is a bit frustrating.
So tell us what you love most about what you do. What gets you excited? What gets you up in the morning?
Honestly, I get to work with some amazing employees, team members, amazing partners. I get to talk to lots of charities and nonprofits, and I've just met so many wonderful business people here in Kelowna. I mean, there's so many businesses that give back so much to our local community, but people don't know about it. And I really enjoy meeting the businesses that really truly care about our community. Mm-hmm. And, this podcast is a good example, like stuff that you're doing. I didn't know about it. So neat to meet you and what you're doing. So it's really cool to meet all the really innovative, caring people about this community, that people really do care about Kelowna. It's really cool.
So hopefully a few people hear this and sign up for the app, and some corporations too. Hopefully they can donate. So you mentioned you were talking to a realty firm. Yeah. What could a real estate company or a business do to help? Is it money? Is it promoting it among the staff?
So we help share the stories of businesses that do good. For example, we embed widgets into corporate websites. A lot of businesses that have a community web page, a community section on their web page, but it's quite often hard to keep it up to date. Yeah. So we provide dynamic content for that. Charity testimonials and stories can really provide a lot of authentic content on a web page that can connect with employees or customers. And the cause marketing features, there's businesses, like I said, people shop, but now we even got realtors on the site that actually, when you buy or sell a home, will actually give a donation back to the cause. So it's, the cause marketing features, we don't, they're brand new features, we're growing it. But imagine I'm from a small town in Saskatchewan, and my dad said, "Hey, Sheldon, we support these businesses because they support our hockey team." So we're really building an ecosystem and a platform that, it's about everybody kind of helping and everybody connected to this platform. And it's an ecosystem of good companies, people, volunteers, but everybody's on the same mission of helping, various causes. So if that makes sense. Yeah. I know it sounds like a big ecosystem, but it's kind of small town Saskatchewan built into an app. If that makes sense.
It's very nice. So is there a website if I want to donate to something? Is there a website where we can find out more information?
Yeah, right now we don't have where individuals can make donations. In the future there will be. So that'll be the first app in Canada that you can volunteer, shop for a cause, and even donate. But right now you can't make donations through our site. But you can get involved. Individuals can either volunteer or just shop. So if you're a mom out of a hockey team or a sports team, or you're connected to a charity and you want to help raise money for your cause, you can tell all your people to get involved, download the app, shop at the companies, and you got more money for your charity. So it's a pretty easy fundraising tool for various causes.
So Sheldon, I would like you to nominate someone in the city of Kelowna in any field or passion that you find to be a fascinating person and you would love to hear come on the show in the future.
There's lots of amazing people in this community, I'm sure. But, one person that probably stands out is Angela Nagy. She's from Green Step, and we're kindred souls because Angela is very passionate about changing the world through environmental consciousness and shopping at environmentally friendly companies. And, we've got the community side, and so I'd nominate Angela Nagy from Green Step Solutions.
And what's the best way for someone to get in touch with you if they want to find out more?
Just go to our webpage, dosomegood.ca, www.dosomegood.ca. Check it out. If someone's interested, they can either download the app. If they're a charity, if they're a cause, they can register for free. If they're a business, they can contact us. So it's pretty easy to connect with us, and if you want to get involved.
Well, Sheldon, I really appreciate your time today. I know you're extremely busy, so thank you so much for coming on the show.
Well, thank you, Luke, and I think what you're doing is awesome, and I think showcasing, sometimes it's kind of awkward telling your story, but hopefully just, a couple tidbits there connected with some of your listeners, and I think it's awesome what you're doing, so thank you for hosting me.
Luke Mankus is a realtor with RE/MAX Kelowna. He loves what he does. We asked Luke if he had any regrets about moving here in 2011, and he always says, yeah, one regret, and that is he didn't move here sooner. When Luke came here, he didn't know anyone. He didn't know the neighborhoods or anything or anyone besides his daughter, who was 6 years old at the time. So he knows what it's like. Now, he's an expert and has helped well over 100 single people, couples, families, and investors with their real estate needs in the Okanagan. If you're new to our beautiful city, Luke can help you get connected with great lawyers, dentists, carpenters, landscapers, swimming pool installers, you name it. And whether you're new to Kelowna or not, Luke knows real estate. He can help you find a great property, negotiate a good deal, and hold your hand all the way through the process until the day you get your shiny new set of keys. Luke is known as a no-pressure kind of guy. He's had clients where it took even a year or more to get them into a property. He just doesn't believe in rushing things. On the other hand, when you decide it's time to act, he's diligent, and he'll work day and night until the job is done. Give Luke Mankus a call or a text message at any time. 778-215-4273. Again, that's 778-215-4273. 778-215-4273. To chat with Luke about real estate.